That's cool.
Vegaslife Radio.
What's crackalactin'? This your boy Ice Cube.
What? Yeah, this your boy right here, Chris Brown.
Hey, what's up? This is your girl Rihanna. Vegaslife Radio.
That was amazing. Welcome to the Vegaslife podcast. My name is Chris Cash.
Allan Turner, the Rhythm Realtor.
And
Chairman of the boards.
Kevin Sherba. Bro, you are really talented at that. You are good. He's been holding out this whole time. He's been sandbagging the
watching
whole
us fucking
time.
flailing and shit.
He was just watching me struggle the whole time.
I mean, we used to hear this all the time. You know what I'm saying? This where are we at right here?
You found it.
So that's the Chris Cash button right there.
Yeah, that got me hyped.
All right, cool.
You know, Vegaslife Real Estate Podcast, we are back. We are here. We are doing what we do. You know, the market has changed tremendously, right? Tremendously?
Yeah, we over 7,000 homes on the market.
Oh,
Price reductions are up.
Yes, I seen a lot of those.
Days on market are up.
I seen that too.
Interest rates came down a little bit.
They came down. The Fed is just finished the Jackson Hole meeting.
What's that?
It's weird. It's like a annual thing. I think it's annual. They go out there and they talk about, like, you know, what they're going to do as far as future projections for interest rates.
Okay.
And he let the cat out of the bag. Talked about maybe adjustment in policy.
Ooh.
Last 3 years they've been real, trying to battle inflation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that means high rates for everybody, you know.
Yeah.
So they're gonna loosen that policy a little bit.
Okay.
Some people think it's political. Trump's out there, you know, banging horns, you know, banging the fucking drum about lower the rates because he wants prosperity during his term.
Of course.
Yes.
But they've been holding out because they don't want prices to be expensive. Everybody's been paying like double, triple for eggs, bacon, and milk.
Yeah.
But I don't think they care about that no more. I think it's time to start making money in real estate.
So we're winning the battle. We're winning.
What do you think?
We're winning.
We're gonna win.
Oh, we are gonna win.
We are winning.
I believe we're
So
going.
we're not winning yet. But
Not yet.
to
But they talked about winning. Possibly September will be our first rate reduction in a few months.
Yes. We have already won. We are here. We are alive.
Exactly. Thriving.
You know, we're able to make moves.
Vegas is for sale.
Las Vegas is for sale, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
What are the rates?
Right now we're sitting at like mid to upper sixes for conventional.
Yeah.
Mid to upper fives for FHA, VA.
Uh-huh.
So at the height we were like mid sevens for conventional and like mid sixes to upper sixes for government. So they have come down like a full percentage rate. We're still not in the what I would consider like the gravy train range, which would be like conventional rates in the mid fives.
Yeah.
That's what most people are waiting for. To hit. In order for them to kind of jump back in the market.
But I mean, we can buy that down though.
You can, but you can buy it down. A lot of people, I guess, for purchasing, they'd have to have that out of pocket or get money from
concessions.
the seller. Right. Now, you guys being in real estate right now in the market of Vegas, I believe that we've been hearing about more things sitting on the market longer, right?
Absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah.
More inventory out there, things sitting on the market a little bit longer. That's going to motivate sellers possibly to do concessions, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
And to get an idea of the numbers, how much is like a buy down rate? Like how much is the person buying down?
how much is it going to cost?
Like a whole percent. How much?
Right. So one point, it's not a perfect science when it comes to that. Conventional loans, it's really dependent on the secondary market when they go to sell that to investors. If like 1%, usually people are like, oh, if I pay 1%, I'm going to get a half off my interest rate, right? But it depends on where that rate bucket is. So sometimes 1% only gets you a quarter off rate. Sometimes it can get you up to 3/4 off the interest rate. So it's our job as good loan officers to say, okay, hey, you qualify for let's say 6.99% with no points, right? 1 point might get you to 6.875 or 6.75, which seems like it's expensive, but 2 points might get you down to 6.25.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So it kind of depends on that rate bucket. Sometimes 1 point is like a huge reduction, like the difference between almost 7% and 6.5%. And then the second point doesn't make any sense. So it depends on the day.
Right.
And that's something that when we talk to our clients, we can tell them, okay, 1 point is going to get you X. And if you do 2 points, it's going to get you a little bit more, but it may not be worth it.
Well, I mean, what would be the goal? Yeah, I mean, what would be the goal? Like,
What do you mean?
you know, like the strategy, like we want to shoot for, you know, the maximize, you know, our dollar.
Right.
Or, you know, so would it be more like for maybe half a point or
it's
half,
specific
half
to
a
the client,
or
right?
Whatever.
It's specific. There's no like one size fits all for that. It's going to be specific to the property they're buying, whether or not the seller's willing to help, whether or not the client is buying right at the top of their range. If someone qualifies for, let's say, 450, right? But if they buy down the rate, they might qualify for 500, and they really want that house. Then it doesn't matter if it's like whatever the cost is. We want to get into this house.
Just the cost of doing business.
Right. So they'll write it off in that case. If you're a person that doesn't need that to qualify, then it becomes more of a choice thing.
Got it.
Whether or not it makes sense to buy down the rate. A lot of the people that have money and they're overqualified for a home or don't need to like buy the rate down in order to qualify, they're going to be the type of person that's going to not buy the rate down at all because they know that, okay, it's going to be a couple extra $100 a month, but I'm going to be able to refinance in 6 months and save $500 a month. And it didn't make sense for me to spend $5,000 at closing for $100 savings. Right.
So how much are these rates, basically?
What do you mean?
Like, I want to buy down 1%.
Right.
How much is that? $10,000?
Okay, so it's 1%. A point, when we talk about points, it's 1% of the loan amount.
Okay.
So 1% of, or 1 point is equal to 1% of whatever loan amount you
say
have.
a $500,000 house. I want to buy down the rate.
Depends on their down payment. So let's say 500. Let's say it's typically not going to be 100% financing. Let's talk about loan amount, right? Let's say the house is 550.
Right.
They do 50,000 down or whatever, and the loan becomes 500. 1 point would be $5,000.
Okay, that makes sense.
And then it becomes a situation of, okay, how much does that save you per month, right? Save me $200 a month. So that's $2,400 a year. So how many years does it take to make that back or make it make sense long run? 2.5 years.
Yeah. Man, that's great too. That's good information to have too, because now, in the market, as you know, a lot of these sellers are giving incentives like, I'll help buy down the rate. It makes more sense for it to be able to explain that to your client, right?
Right.
Like, okay, that's what this is.
Well, I mean, I've seen more reductions instead of concessions.
I've seen it all.
It's like
I've seen it all.
It seems like it would make more sense to me to offer more concessions rather than coming down on the price.
Yeah, I mean,
does that make more sense?
Yeah, I mean, it does. It depends on the market, right? If you want to like maintain a certain market, right? But then if everybody around you is reducing the rate,
price,
like,
right.
you know what I mean? Like this.
Then the house wasn't priced correctly.
Well,
to begin
it
with,
depends
too.
on how, if they're trying to get the max sales price, right? It becomes a situation where sometimes reducing the price is a better option, but it doesn't help the person's closing costs.
Right.
Right. So if they reduce the purchase price and someone's short cash at closing, that doesn't help them.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay.
But if they give them, instead of reducing the price, they incentivize with seller credits, then it actually helps their pocket right up front. So that's the difference between $10,000 and seller cost or $10,000.
Isn't there a
reduction in
cap on
price.
that too, though? Is there a cap on how much they can
depends
offer?
on loan program, and it depends on down payment. So, like for instance, conventional loans, if you do minimum down, 3% is the max concession. Once you get up to, I believe it's 5% or more, you can do 6% concession, and then once you're over, I believe it's 15% down, you can go up to 9%. Obviously, sellers aren't going to do 9% usually, but
Right.
But that's something that it's, like I said, it's per transaction.
Situation.
Yeah. So when you're out in the market, do you see a lot of homes overpriced?
I mean, it's indicative of it. We're almost at 1,000 homes that have been the price reductions have occurred. So
And
they're not priced correctly,
right,
and they're overreacting. You know, their houses are sitting on the market longer. So instead of doing that, instead of coming down, 10, 20,000, why don't you offer that?
Right, incentives.
Instead.
Yeah.
We are getting on the lending side of things, just to let you know, in Las Vegas, over the last, I would say, 6 months, we're getting what's called a declining market on our appraisals. So what happens when you have the market that flattens out and you don't have the increase in value, there's a declining market notification on appraisals, where they've noticed it within an area, the market's actually declining a little bit or not increasing like
so
it was.
they're adjusting their appraisals to reflect that?
Right. It's a declining market adjustment. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you put the house on the market for $525 and you have a declining market, that's going to be, an adjustment on the appraisal value of maybe up to $10,000.
So it's really like what, $515? five.
So what did I say?
525.
yeah.
So 10.
They would
So-
get you. Yeah, they would reduce the price by 10,000. And it's also something the lender's looking at too. Like if it's a person putting minimal down, they might scrutinize that appraisal even more if they see the declining market.
So what does that mean exactly?
This means that average prices have either flattened or they're starting to see a lot of price reductions in the neighborhood.
Yeah. No, I've seen a lot of that. Like, I just feel like now is really a great time for buyers. I know we always say that, like, now is the time to buy.
It's always the time to buy.
Now is the time to buy.
And the question we always get is, are we heading towards a crash? That's
Right.
always the fun question.
Right.
What do you think? I mean, I see. I read headlines, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Headlines are always a little late to the game.
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
But if we're going to say like a crash, are you talking about like 2008? We're not going to see that.
Not that. No. What could define crash? What's
Well, crash would be like 25 to 30% reduction or more
Okay.
in home values. We haven't seen that.
Not that. Yeah, we've pretty been stable.
Right.
For,
It's
for
flat. Let's
a
say,
whole year.
positive, negative about 5%.
Right.
But it was positive like 10 to 15% every year.
Right.
So it might feel like a crash to some.
Yeah.
I say more correction
correction. There you go.
than crash.
Right.
It's hard for me to see a crash in Vegas. It's hard. Like, I don't.
Well, I mean, it kind of is though. I mean, with our tourism down, we haven't seen the same numbers in years past.
I want to talk about that. I want to take a short break real quick, and then we'll be right back. But I want to hear about the reduction in, you said reduction in visitors.
Tourism. Yeah. There
All right.
is. I heard that too.
All right, we'll be
Seen
right
that
back.
too. Vegaslife podcast.
Vegas is for sale.
Las Vegas is for sale. I'll be back.
Yeah, this your boy right here, Chris Brown.
Hey, what's up? This is your girl Rihanna. Vegas Life Radio.
There we go.
The players fuck up. It's okay.
I got you. He knows what he's doing.
He did.
We got the man for the job.
There you go.
Fuck that one up a little bit, but we're all right.
It's good. No, you're good.
What's going on? There's something. I can't hear something. Wait.
No, you're good.
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear.
There it
Thank
is.
you.
Go.
Appreciate it. Yes. Welcome back to the Vegas Live podcast. My name is Chris Cash.
Alan Turner, the
Yes.
Rhythm Realtor.
Kevin Sherba.
Hey, Kevin Sherba, you know what you're doing over there,
The
man.
chairman of the board.
I tried.
Yeah.
The chairman of the
right now.
boards.
And we are here recording at GFL Capital Mortgage.
Yeah.
All
your
GFL
mortgage
Studios.
needs.
GFL Studios.
For all your mortgage needs.
Yes.
And wants.
Yes. Where we say, marry the house, but date the rate.
Vegas
That's
is for
right.
sale. Never forget that.
Never forget that.
Oh, yeah.
Where do we leave off at? Tourism.
We left off at reduction in prices.
Prices
Yes.
going
And
down.
you're saying that you think Rhythm, Allan, Turner,
Yes.
that possibly
name.
the reduction in tourism is causing people to wait to buy?
Is that what it is?
I
What do you
mean,
think?
I think they're all inclusive, right? Like the economy, with the inflation and the economy softening and affordability
Yeah.
being an issue.
I think that's the main thing.
If you're not, I don't know, if you're not a sports fan or a convention goer, like you really, people aren't taking vacations as much as they used to either. So,
You think that has to do with the prices of goods and like people like overstretched or what?
I think it's reflective, or indicative where we're at, in terms of like putting priorities on certain things.
Right.
Like you might have took 3 or 4 trips to Vegas. Now that might be down to 1 or 2 because
Right.
we're not making so much or trying to afford credit card payments or groceries and things like that.
We've seen that I think in like a COVID era, you would say like 2020, 2021, people were doing a lot of saving.
Right.
They got themselves out of debt. There was a lot of stimulus happening. People were getting money for having kids. Like
Stimmies.
a lot of stimulus going on.
Yeah.
That's finally like they spent all that money
Yeah.
and then they racked up all their credit card debt. And with the high interest rates, shrinking their affordability.
Yeah.
So people got used to having that extra cash and maybe overspent. I think I read a stat where like credit cards are at the highest they've been in decades.
I believe it.
Nationwide. So, and the problem with that is that usually in a lower rate market, which was, I guess, most of my career, 2004 to basically 2022, rates were sub 5%, and people would be able to just access equity, pay that off, access equity, pay that off. It's been 3 years that we've been, above 6.5%.
Wow.
With mortgage rates, and a lot of I say the majority of the market were in fixed rates at sub 3.5%. So they weren't accessing their equity to pay these things off, and they're finally getting to that point. Maybe this is what's being reflective in our tourism reduction, is people are maxed out.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
So they don't have a lot of leverage,
Right.
or opportunity to leverage.
I wouldn't say that's everybody,
the
but
assets.
the paycheck to paycheck, most of the working class is strapped with a lot of credit card debt, and there's no light at the end of the tunnel. And I think that's what's going to fix the market. Essentially, that's what's going to be the catalyst for lowering interest rates, is they're going to need to stimulate the economy again. Once the consumer is out of money, it will trickle into stock prices going down. These businesses aren't making money, right? So they're going to have to start reducing their prices, which is going to reduce inflation, which will open the door for the Fed to be able to lower rates.
Yeah. I think we just all need to get money. I mean, just make money. Like,
Just fucking get money.
you know what I'm saying? Get money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cash flow will solve everything. You know what I mean? Everybody out here crying about rates and stuff. Get money, bro. Like, figure out a reason.
Figure it out.
Figure a way to get money. With all the technology and information out now, there's no reason why anybody could just be sitting back and crying about whatever they're crying about. Go do something, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Go and do something and create some kind of flow, cash flow into whatever you're doing, whatever the hell that you do.
Right.
Create a business and get that with the job or whatever way you get money. You know, I'm not saying stop and then add some more stuff. I think that will help everything, right? I mean, that's just my
Second job, side hustle.
something,
saying.
right? Because now we are connected to the world, right? So let's just say we're just talking about America, right? Well, America is connected to the world, right?
Right.
The world has money. Let's
Right.
bring that money to America. You know what I mean? But if we're just sitting around complaining about things and doing this and doing that, the money's not going to come flow to you.
Right.
You need to work on an attraction strategy.
Ah, yeah. An attraction strategy, but not just that.
A money vacuum.
Not just the money vacuum, an embodiment of wealth and money and however you want to see your lifestyle as. You know what I mean? Like,
Buddha bless.
Or even like developing a business based around what you're passionate
said
in,
that. Yes.
Well, I mean, that's
He's
what I'm
just,
saying.
he's just dumbing it down.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're
Making
right.
it
He's using
simple.
big words over here, so
Did I? What?
You did use some
What?
big word.
You like
Embodiment?
He forgot. Yeah, he said embodiment.
embodiment,
Embodiment?
Yeah,
personification.
I thought we were
I didn't say
going-
personification.
fucking
Hold on, bro.
Whatever, spiritual.
That's you. That's you.
being,
It did step
auras,
into spiritual, and that's
vibes.
why I said Buddha bless.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because he said embodiment of,
Embodiment.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
The embodiment of attraction.
You gotta understand,
money.
this is America, the greatest country in the world. Feel me? Go America. Let's go.
Okay, USA.
You know what I mean? Okay. You know what I realized though? I was just, looking at TikTok or looking at Instagram and looking at all these things. We don't have the big movie stars anymore. Who is the new big movie star?
Pedro Pascal.
I don't know who the fuck
He's
that
having
is.
a run right now.
Who
He's
is
Mr.
that?
Fantastic.
I
Come on,
don't
bro.
know who that is. I don't know who that is.
You don't-
I'm talking about like a Tom Cruise.
That's-
No, I'm talking about a new person.
Still Tom Cruise, probably.
But that's what I'm saying. He's 61, isn't he? I don't
Yeah.
know.
He's
Well,
still
he
doing
looks
it.
like he's 40 though. He's
Exactly.
weird. I think he's an alien.
He is an alien.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves, maybe.
These are all. There's no big movie star really. You know what I mean? Like, see, thank
Well,
you.
but
The biggest one.
you know what it is art. The arts. Music, movies, technology has hurt that industry.
or helped it.
I don't know.
Helped it.
Well,
know.
I mean, you could say that it's hindering creativity, or you
Or
could say that
helped
it's
it.
pushing the boundaries of it. But also, I guess the reliance on
Technology.
this technology, it could be diminishing the ability to be as creative or utilizing your imagination because it's producing it for you.
It kind of like puts a
Right.
crutch on it, right?
Right, yeah.
So people don't have to have they don't have to have talent. I mean, if they know how to use the
disagree.
technology, that's talent.
The biggest star right now is Mr. Beast. He's a billionaire, right? but he does this one type of video, right, or thing.
Right.
If he could do that, why can't anybody else do it in another form?
I think people might feel like it's already been done.
What's been done?
So he already did it.
Did what?
Whatever he did to become a billionaire.
What did he do?
What did he do?
I don't know. You just said it.
Yeah, we're asking you, Chris. What do you
Oh.
Exactly. Yeah, we're asking you.
No, he just used his popularity. Well, he made a lot of money.
He's doing
with-
streaming, right?
with
He did like the
YouTube.
Twitch stream and the
YouTube.
gaming and
He's
all
the
that
top-
stuff. And
the number
YouTube.
one
Right.
YouTuber, billionaire. Fun fact though, he made his biggest video views when he first starting out by giving away money.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
So should we do that?
I mean, that's what we did on the radio station.
Give away money?
It was like
I missed that season. Damn.
Yeah, you never had that
Now
season.
you're
Yeah.
tightening things up, huh? Damn.
We need to
I
give
got
away
it at the
money.
wrong time.
Yeah. Well, guess what? If anybody signs a buyer brokerage agreement with me, I will give you $1,000 at
Whoa.
closing.
All right.
I think I'll do the same.
Bro, you can't copy me, bro. That's the thing.
I'll give you 2,000.
Wow, bro. Okay.
All right. Hey, before you guys go off into this marketing, just check the law real quick.
Yeah,
That's all right.
actually.
I'm not giving you cash. I'm giving you
Checking.
credits.
Credit,
Okay, all
right.
right,
Towards,
all right.
I checked it. I already chat GPT it. It's all right.
He's all checked it.
We good.
You probably
Yeah,
should check
'cause-
with your broker, though.
Yeah, because
too.
I think
There's limits on that.
lawyers, right? Lawyers, big lawyers. They it's illegal for them to buy a case.
Right.
Like
I see.
someone has a great case against a big
Yeah.
company. It's going to be a big lawsuit. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, a legal thing is to buy that client.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't know if it's
We'll double
buy-
check.
Yeah, just double check it.
You're right. And see, we
I'll
go
check
always-
with my broker.
I just know because mortgage companies.
Mortgage is different. isn't it?
You guys just had your first taste of like regulatory action in the last year.
Right.
We were
Yeah.
regulated way back in 2008,
Yeah.
where we can't I can't we'd have to if me and you were in a business together, trying to do referrals.
Yeah.
I can't give you a referral fee. You can give me a referral fee
Right,
because that law hasn't been put on your side yet. But
No,
mortgage
we
companies
can't give you a referral fee.
No.
No, we cannot. No.
Oh, well, maybe
No.
they changed it.
No, we can't. We can only give a referral fee to realtors.
Yeah, and if we have we have a sharing marketing, it's got to be 50-50.
Yeah,
You can't do
heard
free
that.
marketing anymore. When I first got in the business, title companies would give mortgage companies free leads,
Yeah.
right, in order to get their business.
Right.
Well, that's like a kickback.
Yeah.
and that's not illegal. That's
So
illegal
title
now.
companies can't do that no more.
They can't do that anymore. No. Same thing with real estate companies.
Yeah.
There's a way you can do it, a legal way you can do it.
Right.
But you can't just pay a realtor for their
For
buyers
the
anymore.
database or whatever.
Right.
Can't give them a kickback on the mortgage.
Damn.
Right. No. Yeah. We knew that. Right. Yeah.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
I know it. That's the important part.
Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't know about buying.
Can't have
clients.
no fun.
Yeah. With the tourism kind of slowing up, I don't know what I think about that really, because I'm not really in that world anymore, so it doesn't really affect me too much. But I
Right.
do understand it. It's just that the reason why I say that Vegas is still, thriving is because there's other industries moving here, big opportunities in tech. I think tech is one of the biggest opportunities.
Well, I think that we become we inherit all of this growth from the loss and I guess incompetency of California government and how they have basically made their state total business unfriendly.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
high taxes and out of control, everything pretty much.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest states as far as weather and where to live. But,
Absolutely, yes.
it's not managed well, and I think that because we're right here next to them, no state taxes, low cost of living or lower cost of living. We just benefit from it.
Yeah. And I agree with that. Absolutely.
I think also too, surrounding areas are starting to thrive too and come up. Small businesses are starting to bounce back as well, because I know they took a lot of hits during,
as far as Las Vegas, or
during
as
the
far
COVID era. A lot of small businesses went out of business because everybody was relying on the big corporations, and now you're seeing big corporations falling out, stores closing, a lot of chains closing. So now that gives the opportunity for other places that surround the strip,
Right.
to actually have a real shot of thriving or
Right.
being successful. So that's where I think thinking outside the box. It's like, yes, we have the Strip, which is the greatest attraction in the world, or one of them.
Yes.
But also, if you're thinking about moving here, now you're going to start to see more neighborhoods, more communities, catering to
Local.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm excited to see that kind of growth.
Yeah, and that's why I don't feel the effect of the Strip from a person who used to work on the Strip, and then people that are commenting on Vegas's economy. They're only pretty much commenting the Strip.
Right.
And I agree. It probably is slowing down. Tourism is slowing down. I agree. But in the neighborhood where I live in, there's
Houses going up.
they're
every
building
day, right?
houses. They're building businesses, commercial centers. They just built a Costco. They just built
Got
like
the Durango over there.
yeah, bro. Like they're expanding the Durango. They're building a Lifetime over there. Like they're
Yeah. When I first moved here in 2015, they considered it a transitory state, a transitory city.
Yeah.
Where you come here for a couple of years, you don't make it on the Strip, and then you leave, right?
and I see that a lot. Yeah,
But what
yeah.
they've done over, I would say the last, it started before I moved here, but it's continued, especially after,
Yeah.
is with the addition of sports teams,
Yeah.
with the addition of just additional neighborhoods, additional
Master
building.
plan communities.
Right.
Yeah.
Planned communities. It used to be retirement only, like people move out here to retire. But now you have younger families moving in.
Yeah.
You have all these new neighborhoods going up. And they're just, like you said, they're catering more towards, it actually has a home feel now.
Yes.
Like you have,
Absolutely.
started with the hockey team, continued with football. It's going to continue with baseball. Again,
Yeah.
we inherited all of this from Oakland.
And you, and you
Yeah.
also
Thank you.
also have an opportunity to kind of like they're more newer neighborhoods and communities. You actually have an opportunity to grow with that community,
Right.
Or with your family. You can afford to actually help build the community,
Yeah.
or be a fixture in that community and grow
Right.
with it.
Right. It still has that. It's still small enough to where you can get in on the ground floor. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying, like a small town feel in some of these communities. Definitely.
Las Vegas is for sale. Las
Don't
Vegas
forget
is
it.
for sale, 100%.
Don't you forget it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this for you, bud.
Yeah. Look at him. Look at him. Bro, that's really good.
So we're bouncing back. We're gonna come back better than ever. Don't count us out here in Las Vegas. And this is the perfect place to recreate yourself.
Yeah.
We've said this many times. We've all been here for over 20 years, and that's the opportunity that I afforded myself to
Yeah.
come here and really recreate myself.
Right.
And I think everybody has the chance and opportunity to do the same.
Right.
Give yourself a chance, bro.
Yeah.
Give yourself a chance, bro.
And like you said, we're taking advantage of everybody from California, And if you're in California and you're just like dealing with taxes and everything,
Yeah, we talked about it before. When you go there, just like the middle class, working class lifestyle.
Yeah.
You see people in older cars.
yeah.
They can't afford to buy a newer car.
Absolutely.
Out here, you see people in mostly new cars.
Absolutely,
You don't see
yeah.
like the beaters and the
You don't.
hoopties and stuff like
No.
that. Over there, they can't afford it because the cost of living is so expensive that they
Yeah.
have to make that 1995 Toyota Camry last another 5 years.
Which is probably a classic.
Oh yeah,
I think it's a classic now.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
No.
wild.
Camrys.
95 is a classic. It's
Right.
classic.
It is.
Oldies. How far
Yeah,
are we from
we're old, bro.
calling the 90s oldies?
Yeah.
I'm pretty much there.
Yeah, we
Old
don't
school.
see any of those on the streets here.
No,
what I
we
mean?
don't.
And it's very common when you as soon as I go drive to Cali, I'm like, oh damn.
Bunch of old cars,
Oh, damn.
paint missing.
But then you remember growing up.
That's how it was.
That's how it was, right?
Right.
So you're like,
You don't
oh,
have that extra spending cash
Yeah.
out here because, out there because you're basically spending your last dollar on additional taxes. I mean, it's on average 10% more of your income goes to the state
Yeah.
just with state tax alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Gas prices are more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Your neighborhood is more expensive. Your house is more expensive,
Yeah.
and it's all for that weather and everybody wanting to move there.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have any like out here. We still got a bunch of desert to build on.
Yeah.
And
Oh
so
my
it's-
God, yeah.
There's plenty of land to expand. Whereas out there, I mean, most of the homes are, 50s, 60s, 70s. It was built a long time ago.
Yeah.
And so if you're trying to move to like an LA neighborhood, there's nowhere else to build. So-
Right. Yeah.
You got to pay for it, you know?
Yeah.
So
Vegas is for sale.
Vegas is for sale.
You know what I mean? So
Checks in the mail.
as you see this year, progress. It's almost over, right?
Right.
So it's the 8th with the
August.
August 9th, and it's September. And then we go right into the holidays.
Yeah.
Where do you see the market here in Vegas going?
Well, I think it's going to heat back up. Like
Okay.
I said, what I see right now is things are going to come to a head with the higher interest rates. They haven't really affected the stock market in a negative way. This is the other thing that I was reading about is that corporate debt. I'm going to get nerdy real quick.
Nerdy.
Right.
But what
Go
people did
dork.
was these corporate companies, like let's say in 2020, just like everybody refinanced if they already owned a home to like super low interest rates. Well, these companies, they borrowed their money on 5-year fixed plans, right? In 2020 and 2021 when rates were low. It's already started where they'd had to refinance those loans. Like I'm talking corporate debt.
Okay.
Right? These big companies that their stock
Yeah,
prices
how
have been.
different is that?
Well, I mean, if they got a fixed loan at 3% and now they're going to have to get a fixed loan at 7%, we're talking billions of dollars. It's going to hurt their bottom line, which then hurts their. They're going to have to lay off, right?
Played themselves.
They're going to have to lower their stock price, which is going to be a kind of a recessionary. And anytime that happens, the Fed has to come in and lower rates to fix it. So,
Yeah.
Fed coming in, Captain Save a Fed.
You know, it's crazy as you're talking about that because I'm diving into the world, of business and starting my company and stuff like that. And as I'm rolling and moving, I'm thinking differently, right?
Right.
So I'm thinking in that way, like I have this much money to spend, a lump sum of money, right? It takes care of whatever expenses need to be taken care of to run the business or whatnot. And then that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, okay, looks like I'm going to need a little more time. Let me get another, lump sum of money to make, to sustain me a little longer, right? Because like I heard this one quote, money is used to make more money.
Yes.
right.
Credit is to buy you more time as you figure it out. And I feel like that's what corporations do, companies do, right?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's just, are you going to keep the thing afloat or not? Like how,
Right.
and that's why I really love Vegas because of all the benefits for business owners. And that's why I promote, running your business
Run a
or you know what I'm
business,
saying?
yep.
Even if it's on the side, just so you know the skills of running a business, because you get a lot of benefits that, just being a regular, taxpayer,
1099.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
W-2, sorry.
yeah, And one thing that's crazy is like a lot of people pay taxes, right? Say you're in California, you got your payroll tax, you don't see half your money.
Yep.
If you own a business, you're seeing it all.
I mean, like I said, the big thing is like 10% of your income goes to the state, automatic.
Yeah, automatic.
So coming out here, you're going to make 10% more income. So that's a lot of money that you could otherwise be investing in a side business.
Yeah.
Right. Other ventures that you can, multiply. So
Yeah.
Vegas is for sale.
Yeah. Get money. You know what I mean?
We're giving out 10% more out here.
Yeah. Just
Facts.
Yeah. Just the thing you don't want to do is just, take that 10% and just blow it or gamble it.
Well,
or,
you probably
Why
do that
not,
for the
bro?
first year, but
yeah, just to see how it feels. Like, you know what I mean?
everybody, I guess we could save you a lot of time and say that you're not going to come out here and just that dream. A lot of people have that dream. They're come out here and just, I don't know, make $1 million real quick at the slot machine.
It's all good. Hey, just bet on us.
Tables.
Hey, bet on Vegaslife podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
See the big returns.
We'll give you the real. At the end of the day, it's just really all about the lifestyle. You just got to ask yourself, what lifestyle do you want to live? Like whatever lifestyle it is, what do you want to live? Like how do you want to live?
I want to live the Vegas life.
Yeah.
Lifestyle.
What does that entail?
The Vegas lifestyle.
What does that entail? You know what that?
High rises.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I don't like high rises, to be honest with you,
I
bro.
love them.
Do you?
Yeah, they're great. Signature MGM,
Yeah.
Palms Place,
Yeah.
Turnberry Towers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All
Just
that.
high life, high vibrations.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the Vegas life. Cash.
My Vegas lifestyle is pretty much, I want my space, you know what I mean? I want to be right by the mountains, you know what I mean? And look at the world, because Vegas is for sale.
Snow.
Yes. snow.
It's snowing.
Las Vegas is for sale. Make sure you go to LasVegasIsForSale.com, VegasLifePodcast.com.
We got the event at the S Bar.
Oh, yes.
Speaking of the strip,
S Bar, Thursday, September 4th. Las Vegas is for sale. We've done it before. We're going to do it again. It's going to be a great networking plus album
listening party. Yes.
It is going down. I went ahead and recruited the Rhythm Realtor to be enlisted onto the album. And we're out here on the real streets of Las Vegas making real videos and real music. Out here, half music, half real estate, all Vegas.
If you haven't seen the video, we'll deliver it live to you. But Vegas is for sale.
Vegas
YouTube,
is for sale
on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and then the Vegas is for sale album coming out soon.
Yes.
September 4th.
And if you guys have any questions about mortgages and numbers and all that stuff, make sure you hit up Kevin Sherba at GFL Capital Mortgage.
If you want to know how to get the keys to this Vegas lifestyle, holla at Vegas Life Podcast.
There you go.
Okay? We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. Everywhere. So, if you want the keys to the Vegas lifestyle,
drop a comment.
Vegas Life Podcast.
Drop some keys.
Definitely.
And we'll drop the keys to you.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
And get money, bro. Like, get money. At the end of the day, get money. Like, stop complaining about stuff.
Stop worrying.
We have all the resources for you to get money. You know what I mean?
We do.
Yes. Vegas Life Podcast.
That's all included.
Yes. GFL Capital Mortgage.
Got the keys, baby.
Keys. We out.